It is 9:06. Good morning, everybody. We are interrupting what's happening on 13 Plus right now to bring you this breaking news alert. We're learning 3 people are dead this morning in Grand Rapids, a woman and 2 children after a shooting that happened just hours ago.
Yeah, this is a story that we've been following really over the last hour. This is breaking news just coming into our newsroom. As soon as we got word, we sent a crew to the scene in this area of Grand Rapids. We know that our crew on scene did get a chance to speak with Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom about what happened. We have that sound coming in here shortly. I don't know if we have it yet.
Yep, we do. I'm hearing that we do have it. Let's listen.
Attempted life-saving measures. We had 3 individuals shot, an adult woman, 2 children. We believe they're teenagers. Life-saving measures were not effective. All 3 pronounced dead at the scene. So we have 3 killed today. Devastating day for us. Devastating day for this neighborhood and the city as a whole. Early on in the investigation, we've got, as you can see, a lot of officers out here doing canvassing, talking to the neighbors. A lot of very cooperative people in this area helping us out with information. We have some evidence to collect. We have a big team of detectives down here. We just don't have the answers yet.
So no word on a suspect?
No word on a suspect. You know, early indications where officers arrived on scene, they did see tracks. That's one thing that's helpful with the snow. They saw tracks in the snow. I believe likely found some evidence in the snow as well. Officers were out here very quickly, so you know, we're doing everything we can to get that information, to get to a conclusion where we can get answers, because this is the first time since I've been here almost 4 years now. It's the first time that I've seen an incident with 3 individuals murdered in a single incident. This is absolutely devastating.
So everyone in this house is dead. So are there any eyewitnesses?
We had individuals who called about this incident. First 911 caller. We're talking to that 911 caller. We have other neighbors which say they possibly heard gunshots. So, as you can probably see through the snow up there, I probably have about 12 detectives actually talking to everyone in the area involved at this time. So it's just too early in the investigation.
Is there any history at this address?
No history. This isn't an address that was on our radar at all for any sort of violence or gang activity, drug activity, etc. This is a very peaceful block with good neighbors that look out for each other, and it's certainly a shock to the neighborhood, and it's a surprise to us. This wasn't something that makes any sense for us yet.
Have you notified any relatives, or do you even know?
That's ongoing. Yeah, we're not to the point where we're ready to identify these victims, but we are getting that information, and we do have a team of not only our detectives but also our victim services team to reach out and to start having those difficult conversations. It's going to be a very, very sad day for a lot of people in the area.
Were the young people GRPS students? Do you know that?
Oh, that's a good question. I just don't know.
So just to kind of recap, this is ongoing. It's an active scene in Grand Rapids. This is near the corner of Kalamazoo and Worden. We are actually just getting a news release from Grand Rapids Police, and it actually doesn't go as in-depth as the chief just did there in that soundbite. It says that around 7:40 this morning, police were called out to a house in the 900 block of Worden Street Southeast. Officers found 3 victims, an adult female and 2 children inside the house. All 3 are deceased. The major case team is investigating this. If you have any information, contact the police department or Silent Observer.
Yeah, and really interesting to hear from the chief. You could tell in his demeanor how sad this is of a day for him and the department. He kept mentioning himself, this is a very devastating day for the department. He says in the 4 years that he's been our Grand Rapids police chief, he says he hasn't seen a scene like this, to see 3 people dead in the same place like this. He talked about them attempting to use life-saving measures, but that nothing could be done for these 3 victims. He also mentioned that it was a surprise for it to happen in this particular neighborhood.
Yeah, he mentioned about this neighborhood that it is a very peaceful block with good neighbors in that area. Again, this is Worden near Kalamazoo. If we have a live look at the scene, let's go ahead and take that. But we don't have that live look, which is okay. But what we're learning is that the early indications are suggesting that they are looking for a suspect right now. The chief says that they found tracks in the snow around this house and likely found evidence in the snow. They also found some evidence inside the house as well. So, of course, they are investigating
and
that.
We know that they're also talking to many people in that neighborhood now, trying to get as much information as they can. They're even talking to the person who made the 911 call, trying to get as much information as they can on this.
We've got that live look back. As you can see, this is a very active scene. It is one of those things where you've got a lot of police cars beyond the caution tape there in the foreground of the shot that we're looking at. A very snowy and sad morning for that neighborhood as police work to figure out the circumstances around the deaths of 2 teens and another woman inside this one house. Again, this is Kalamazoo and Worden Street in that area. Right now, investigators, around 12 detectives, were told by the police chief just moments ago, are on the ground. As they say, it's early in the investigation. They say they're talking to 911 callers. It'll be interesting to hear what that 911 caller said to dispatchers in the moments and how quickly the reaction was. It'll also be interesting to hear what the detectives gather from the neighborhood, the surrounding neighbors, again, like you pointed out, Emily, the chief is saying this is a very peaceful block. Good neighbors in the area, and just really sad for that neighborhood in general.
The chief also pointing out that they are not identifying the victims at this time. It's possible that they already know who the victims are, but just are not releasing that information at this time. He went on to say that this is just going to be a very sad day for many people involved. And I'm assuming he means that's as more information comes out about what happened here, who these people were, and their loved ones that have to wake up and find out this terrible news.
Exactly. It's very early on a Tuesday morning, classes for Grand Rapids Public Schools. We don't know if these children were GRPS students, and the chief had mentioned that he's working to find that out. But classes in the general area were canceled for today in the Grand Rapids Metro. So very sad to see that on a snow day, no less, for some folks. And of course, as we learn more, we'll continue to keep you updated here.
Yeah, we just broke in to bring you this breaking news. We're going to continue to work here in the newsroom to find out any additional information. We'll continue to follow this story. Thanks for watching.